Ahead and start the recording and unpause the emulator. I said unpause. Okay. Does this look okay with the background? Yes. Nice. I'm probably like the only fucking person streaming this right now. And that's going to be hilarious if I am. What's up, Flash? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're playing the Game Boy version of Mega Man 5 today. While this intro plays out, I'm going to go grab something to drink right fast. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Cream soda is the drink of the day today. Does audio sound okay? It's been a long time since I've streamed something from my laptop, so... If the game's a little loud, just let me know. Audio's fine? Awesome. Move that over so I can... Okay, let's... No. Move that over a little bit so I can actually see chat. This over a little bit. I normally stream from my laptop all the time. What I'm saying is, like, this is emulated, so... I'm not using the Legacy Collection for this, is what I'm trying to say. So normally I stream off of my Switch, as you know. Mega Man has joined the Blue Man group. The drink of the day today is... Yeah, it isn't in the Legacy Collection, but the drink of the day today is cream soda. The most underrated soda, in my opinion, and the soda responsible for destroying one of my computers. Cream soda is very good, much like this game. This, I feel, is a seriously underrated game in the Mega Man series. Mega Man, our world is once again in chaos. Alien robots call themselves Stardroids and have conquered most of the major cities. They are constructed of alien material which render our weapons useless. But I have done some analysis and constructed a new weapon for you. It will replace your Super Mega Buster. It's called the Mega Arm and allows you to charge energy in your fist before you fire it. So basically you get to punch the shit out of your enemies, which I greatly enjoy, and you get a kitty. Which is always good. Sorry about that. I had to send out one more notification to some people. Whoop! So yeah, we have new robots for this version. The other Game Boy games, don't have unique robot masters with, like, 4 exceptions, but This one has completely new bosses, which is why I've chosen to play this one. We're going to start by going to Mars, since he has a fairly easy stage and fairly easy pattern. The music in this game is also really good. I feel like I'd be remiss to mention that. So I should say I did do a practice run of this game this morning just to get myself acclimated with it, because I've only ever beaten this game, counting my practice run that I did this morning, 2 times. So I'm not very familiar with it. But as you can see, it does have some issues with slowdown, you know, just by default from being a Game Boy game. And I mean, for a friggin' Game Boy game, this is a damn ambitious title, and they did a great job with it, so I can't wait to show you more of this. Since this is a Mega Man game that should honestly be included with the rest of them, like on the Legacy Collection, since it has largely unique content, and it's just not a very well-known game in the series. And there's a lot to be said for its quality, just purely because it's a Game Boy game. And they managed to cram all this content into it, you know? Without Satoru Iwata. Alright, this thing is very easy to screw up on. I should also say that this game marks the end of YouTube poop moments, since I can't figure out how to rewind on MGBA, and, well, quite honestly, I just don't want to do it anymore because it's cheap. Kind of a gotcha trap here, like that. Don't do that. That would be dumb. Why are you surprised I'm using MGBA? I like MGBA. It's just a generally solid emulator in my opinion, so that's why I'm using it. It is less popular than VBA for some reason, even though VBA is like... I literally just jumped face first into that. That was fucking stupid. Even though GBA has been, like, proven multiple times to be utter trash. So... yeah, I'm a big MGBA user. Ooh, I need to move the cheese somewhere that's not in the void of blackness. I also need to move it up a layer, apparently. There we are. Yeah, there we go. We'll put the cheese on the Met. So I could do this legitimate way to get what's beyond here, but I've already done it. And even then, it's not that difficult. Yeah, see, second try. It's not bad at all. Yeah, the Game Boy does have a... I don't know how I would describe it. A surprisingly addictive sound chip. Like, I've always gotten a kick out of original Game Boy music. So with these guys, if you just kind of stay on the top of the screen, there's not really much they can do to you. Of course, with, like many great things, if you punch them in the eyes, they stop what they're doing. Oh, I'm about to die to this monkey, aren't I? Yes, I am. Well, we can't stand for that. I don't stand for dying to monkeys. Even if I hadn't taken the save state, it wouldn't have been very long to get back to where I was, so. I'm gonna try not to abuse save states here. If I get to a checkpoint, that's how I'm gonna do it. Apart from that one instance, if I get to a checkpoint where the game would drop me off, otherwise I'll use a save state. Just so we don't have to sit through playing the same stage over and over again, because that just gets terrible and repetitive, much like my commentary. No one really wants to watch that, I don't think, so. So those little P capsules I'm picking up are not capsules full of P. That's this game's currency. So this is kind of the introduction of the shop system that would show up in later games, which is cool. Thank you, Flash, I like having you here. So yeah, Mars. Pretty easy boss fight here. When he starts doing that barrage of bullets he's doing now, just shoot at him over and over, stand in between the landmines so they don't hit you. Another bullet barrage. And yeah, he goes down no problem. And he also has one of the better weapons in the game. Yeah, they give a lot of the star droids in this game more than one attack. I quite enjoy it. It keeps the variety up, but a lot of them are also very easy to lock into patterns, which I don't so much enjoy. Also, that stage is the single best one to go to if you want E-Tanks early on, because it's easy and it's short. And you get 2 E-Tanks out of it. Just the one with the spikes can be a little difficult. Titter. Next stop is Mercury. He's kind of representative as much of the planet as he is a metal, which is cool. Or, I guess the other way around. You know what I mean. And if I game over in this stage, I'm not going to worry about it, because it gives me an opportunity to get more P-chips. And this is also a very easy stage, so... Oh, that was kind of funky fresh there. Drop something good for me. You have good taste in weapons, you're using the Dust Crusher. This stage is also just about the best one to come for P-chips early on if you need it. Yeah. Always forget about that. Notice there's a lot of spikes in this stage as well as the previous one. Yeah, this game is pretty spike heavy in some places. Not as bad as 9 or 7. But there's a lot of kind of cheap gacha traps here, so... Which is a wee bit frustrating at times, but... You know what, that's okay. It's still a fun game and I enjoy it, so... That's the other thing that's kind of weird about the Game Boy games, is that Mega Man has this kind of off feel to him, the way he moves. Which, as I've said, I think before, it's a Game Boy port. I don't expect it to be one-to-one, because they're obviously working with more limited hardware, but... That said, the fact that they got it as close as they did is impressive. Like, very impressive to me. I always get hit by that guy. Not so much that guy, though. That guy's a chump. Oh, I never talked about the weather yet. It's, a decidedly shitty day out. It's been sleeting and raining all day, and Pretty soon that rain is going to start to freeze, which is fantastic. Just like that death there. That was really good. Good thing this is an easy level. And I can probably beat it on my first try. Or second try, I guess, now, but... Unless I do something fucking stupid like getting crushed by the reverse Dustman thing here. And let's not get greedy. Let's just wait patiently like a good beaver. I don't know why I said good beaver, but, you know. So those dudes that are, like, crushing the bricks, they're invincible while they're crushing. So don't try to hit them, because that would be sad. Kind of a risky thing there if you want that energy. But just be careful and you should be able to get it no problem. Free extra life here, always helpful. Every stage in this game seems to have at least one free extra life in it. It's pretty generous. Not as generous as the original 5, but... Cool. This game is also oddly generous with E-tanks, too, which is... lame. I forgot about that. And now I'm all the way back here. Wow, that was dumb. Like I said, this game has a lot of kind of mean gacha traps like that, so... And I'm not talking about the Genshin Impact kind of gacha. Seriously, fuck a gacha. I hate those systems so much. Unless you can get everything for free, they suck. That's all the more I'm going to say on that matter. Alright, let's do this section without dying a horrible, painful death this time. That would be ideal. Just completely ignore this guy. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this stage again. So that was very stupid. Been listening to a lot of Mega Man style and actual Mega Man music lately. I don't blame you. These games have great soundtracks. So the only one I can think of that has an outright bad soundtrack is the Game Boy version of 2, funnily enough. Whoops. That's the nice thing about getting a game over in these games, is all the stuff respawns. So I can get all those P-chips again, I can get the E-tank again, I can get that extra life again, assuming I don't die before I get there. Which is entirely possible given my track record thus far. Come on. There we are. Okay. And right back through the stage to where we were. Perfect. Okay. Oh. That was kind of dumb. Yeah, that was the checkpoint back there. But I know I can do this stage legit, because this is, probably the stage I've played the most in this game, so... I'm not really gonna mess around with it. It's just this section here that gets a little stupid sometimes. Kill you. Come on. There we are. Okay. Easy way to do this, just shoot him from behind instead of trying to go at him from the front like I was doing. Nice. Alright. Time for abuse. That was really stupid. Alright, now let's finish the stage and not die in an extremely stupid way like I did earlier. Alright. Woo! I almost did it again. Oh, I would have been so mad at myself if I fell for that same death trap twice. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to fight you then. You can be like that. Alright, Mercury. Coming up here. Mercury is kind of a bitch. Yeah, he steals your shit from you with his weapon called the Grab Buster. And it's incredibly annoying. I don't care for it. Stop it. Alright, you know what? We're reloading, because I'm not losing all that shit to this fucking cheap-ass garbage. The trick is to kind of wait a moment before he respawns, because otherwise your attacks don't do damage, so... Yeah, basically, and we haven't even gotten to the actual devil fight in this game yet. Because there is one, and it is insanely easy. Compared to every other devil monster boss fight in these games. And that's Mercury dead. So, Mercury's got a really cool weapon. I like this thing a lot. It basically lets you steal health from enemies while also doing good damage to them, so can't complain. Just need to check something right quick here. Okay. How many P chips do I have after doing that? 124, perfect. So I can get the first big upgrade here. So I want this. So what that does, if I went through the text too quickly and you couldn't see it, it basically lets you grab stuff from far away with your charge shot, which is really, really nice and comes in very, very handy. Monster Hunter, yeah, pretty much. I have a personal vendetta against those games. But I don't want to go into it because it's a fucking depressing story. Yeah, this guy looks like the... like, love child of Toadman and Bubble Crab from X2. It's weird. But this guy is much more of a pain in the ass than either of those two. Well, actually, no, I'd arguably say that Bubble Crab is way worse, but... it's not exactly, you know, hard to be more difficult than Toadman, so... Good job, Venus. You won the award of being more difficult than Toadman. So these crabs here, their bubbles can't actually hurt you, but they can grab you and push you into pits. Which is quite annoying, as you might imagine. If you do get trapped, just fire over and over and over, and they'll let you go eventually. And that water will actually one-hit kill you if you're not careful. Like, it'll straight up wash you off the platform. They are very annoying. This is probably the second most... actually, the single most difficult stage out of the initial 3 Star Droids in this game, if you ask me. Also, this weird-ass thing. I've always thought it looks like some strange hippo. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but that's what it looks like to me. Alright. And there's the checkpoint. This owl dude is a motherfucker. Those guys basically come back in Mega Man 7 too, but in a much less annoying way. So those tiny E-Tanks I'm picking up are basically like pieces of heart, but for E-Tanks. If you get 4 of them, you get a full one. So, this game is very generous with E-Tanks, like I said before. Which is nice. Alright, come down here. If those bee guys sting you, they'll actually stun you in place, so... or slow you down or limit your jump height. I can't remember exactly what they do, but it's bad. That's what you need to know. Oh, this part. There was Eddie Murphy? Where was Eddie Murphy? Funny slap, man. I like to consider this room a checkpoint just because it's a safe spot in the level, and this level is kind of stupid in places. In fact, I think that room might actually be a checkpoint. Let's find out. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, water. Let me through. There is a very cute cat on the bed next to me, and it is mildly distracting. Hi, Frankie. Well, I petted him, so now he's going to be climbing on me the whole rest of the stream, probably, because he'll want attention. But he's been doing that all day, so I can't say I really expect any... less. I'm actually okay with getting hit there, because those spikes are total ass to avoid. Come on. You can't slap her. I'm not accepting that. That was bullshit. Though I could have just been better, but, like, no. Sometimes I don't like to be better, and I just want to play the game and have fun with it in the way that I want to, so. And not really care if I'm considered, like, a real epic gamer, yeah, because I used a save spate, because I used a save state a few times. There we go. That's how you kill that dude. That's how you get over those spikes. Ugh. Oh, that specific spike roll there really stresses me out. I don't like it. Alright. On to the next screen. No more funny paralysis from the worms. Yeah, because those flying things, those are worms. Because worms are known to fly. Oh, soap bubble. One more crab. Oh, one more really stupid owl. This is my least favorite one of these. Okay. The terrible owl is dead. Alright, and it's time for Venus. Yeah, I already have 4 E-Tanks. That's how generous this game is with them. Like I said, time for Venus. Penis. So the best way I've found to fight this guy is kind of just let him jump into your projectile. This is another boss that jumps when you jump, but only sometimes. And oh boy, is the weapon you get here fucking unwieldy. I don't understand it. Like, there's good places to use it, but I don't get it. Yeah, it's really only good at hitting things that are directly above you. Which is, you know, a hair frustrating, but it's still a fun weapon to mess around with. And you get Rush Coil for this stage, so I can't complain. How many chips do I have? 54? Not enough. So, time for Neptune. This guy is this angry fisherman, the boss. So yeah, those Stomper guys that are clearly from Mega Man 4 pose absolutely no threat. They die in one hit. And here's the... one of the uses for Venus's weapon is dealing with these fucking helicopters. Kills them in 3 hits, so... can't complain about that one. So I want you to take special note of those turret enemies that I just killed. The reason why will shock you. God, this game has cool music. I know I've said that like 3 times now, but still, it rings true. So yeah, you may have seen that crack in that pipe there. Try not to shoot those. They'll either release a big gush of water or a puff of steam that can, straight out of Waveband stage, just generally be a nuisance. Like that. Don't do that. Release the steam. Timing on that screen is pretty tight, so be careful. Getting hit there is pretty easy, as demonstrated, so be careful. Being stupid is pretty easy, so be careful. Oh, this screen. Good thing I don't have to do it the long way. So I can just grab the shit with the Mega Buster. Or the Mega Hand, I guess, is it's called in this game. Yeah, straight out of Elecman. Tedious, waiting around for shit. My favorite. Ooh, this part. Don't much care for this part. Already somewhat more floaty controls of the... Get down, Frankie. Get down. Somewhat more floaty controls of the Game Boy version make this underwater spike section pretty tricky. It's definitely not the worst spike section in the series, though. Far from it. There's some fucking bad ones in 9 that I am not looking forward to. And 7, for that matter, come to think of it. But here's Neptune. So, Neptune doesn't actually have a weakness until the boss rush. Spoilers, there's a boss rush like every single other fucking Mega Man game. The best way to fight him is to kind of keep a medium distance from him. So he uses his salt water. There is another attack he can do, but it's annoying. I guess I should show it off just for the sake of completion. Yeah, he shakes the whole ship and just is generally a nuisance. But now he's dead, and can no longer be a nuisance. And I hope you're ready for another one of the worst weapons in the franchise. Because, oh boy, this one's a stinker. Oh boy, salt water. Literally a glob of fucking salt water. It's so bad. There are a couple places in the game where it's useful, but that's it. How many chips do I have? 74. 74! So this looks like the boss fight with Terra, but it isn't actually. Debating whether I want to do another run of Mercury Stage just to stock up on P-Chips. I think I'm going to do that. Because as I've said before, Mercury Stage is a good place to get them early on, so... And I do want the other, like, Buster upgrade before I move on. Because it's good, and I like it. Even though I don't fully understand how it works, it's kind of a weird one. Want to see me go through Mercury Stage? Want to see me do it again? Whoops. Didn't want to do that. God, I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. The roads are going to be so friggin' bad. I can already tell, because the shit we got going on is definitely going to turn into snow later tonight. If it hasn't already, I'm laying in my bed, I can't exactly tell. Nice. How many P-chips do I have now? 100, I think that's what I need, actually, so... That's perfect. Now, if only this game had the exit module. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save here, just because this section gets a little funky. Now I don't even have a reason to fight this guy. I can just grab the one up. Case in point. About this section getting a little funky. No! Case in point. Oh my god. Okay. I don't want to have to load another state here, because that would be sad. And I don't like doing that. Alright, get the one up. Leave. Fucker. Maybe I should just, like, not rush. And be patient, but, like, I've done this stage 2 times already, so... I don't want to not be patient. I want to be reckless and get hurt. Alright, wait for the conveyor to switch. Now go. Okay. That wasn't so bad, was it? Hey, guess what? Thought I could pick up E-tanks with this. Yep. No need to go through that terrible spike thing again. There is a need to almost fall for that trap again, though, apparently. Nice. Yeah, jumping into shit. Alright. 108, this should be enough. And if it's not... I didn't want to leave the lab. And if it's not, that's honestly okay. 100 P-chips, yep. So what this upgrade does is it lets, sometimes it lets you grab enemies with your charge shot and hit them over and over and over. I don't really understand how it works. It seems to be kind of inconsistent whether or not it does, but... And this scene is fully automated, so... I would take the opportunity to go and use the bathroom, but there's a boss fight after this. Admittedly, a really easy boss fight, but... There's nothing here. And it's Hair Man. It's been a long time, Mega Man. I didn't expect to see you in one piece again. But that is of little consequence now. I will destroy you as I did before and avenge my fallen comrades. Dark Moon attack! Checkpoint. So, this is the game's Yellow Devil, basically. It is very weak to Photon Missile from Mars. So, yeah. Pretty easy fight all in all. If anything, just because of how much more slowly his blocks move. Yeah, you can do this in 2 passes if you're careful. Which I am obviously not, because I just got hit by a bunch of dumb shit. Thankfully, I'm not a Middle Clams family, or I would have gotten hit with a shit. Ah. Well, I may as well save the weapon energy. you know, for all those times I'm going to use the photon missile. I used to think it was such a good weapon when I first played this, but because it has a weird delay before it fires, it's really not. Which is unfortunate, because I really like it in concept. Eat shit. And with that, I'm going to take this opportunity to use the bathroom. I will be right back. Oh my god, it's fucking hailing. Disgusting. Get out of there. Oh, this is going to be really nice to sleep to tonight with this hail. And I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. Welcome back, Mega Man. I've just discovered some shocking news. The Star Droids have been using the resources from Earth to create an even more powerful generation of robots. If they launch an all-out attack... Oh, what the fuck? Hang on. Okay, there we go. My headphone cable is somehow wrapped around the microphone. Now we'll be easily defeated. I'm not sure what to do. We need to strike now. If you can transform Rush for space travel, we can try a surprise attack and take them out. Okay. Start modifying Rush, extra firepower, exchange P-chips. Already did that. I don't want that. Okay, there we are. And I just skipped half of that fucking scene. God damn it. Oh well, no big deal. You sure quickly modified Rush there, wow. It's gonna take a while, he says, but no, it's already done. Hi, Frankie. Come on. Come here. Hi. Alright, time for Pluto. My favorite of the Star Droids. This guy just has such a cool design. No, I'm not a furry, but he has a cool design. Yeah, that's what that upgrade does, is... it lets your charge shot hit the same enemy over and over and over. It's pretty neat when it decides to work. As I said, I don't know how to trigger it, so... This is another really good stage, too, if you're looking for easy P-chips, so... Section is easy, just move quick, that's all you need to do. Those magnet dudes are fucking annoying, though, later on. So this guy is called Gundrill, and I don't know why, because he doesn't have any guns, just drills. And he also looks like the redheaded stepchild relative of Drill Man. Drill Man must have thought up a nice name for him. Torso Boy. because he's a fucking torso of Drill Man. No, I want you to cut off my arms and legs with a chainsaw. So I've kind of gotten a lot of practice with this stage, because this is where I grinded P-chips, like, during my practice run, so... But that said, just because I got a lot of practice in this stage doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be good at it. This stage has such cool music, though. I really like it. This game in general has cool music. I know I've said that, like, a lot of times already, but playing it again just made me remember how, like, how cool the soundtrack was. So those guys with the shield, you have to punch them with the Buster, otherwise they won't lower the shield. It was a little bit annoying, but it wouldn't be a Mega Man game if there wasn't at least one particularly annoying enemy in it. Much like the Magnet dudes, I don't care for them. Wow, that was close. Okay. So here's a Scrotal Man showing up for the first time in this game. Thank you for giving me my severed head, Proto Man. Always appreciated. Nice. So Pluto here is the first boss where I'll actually be able to use a weakness that actually kind of works. You know, unlike Photon Missile and Venus. Because he is weak to Grab Buster, which is, what I like to call a Buster replacement weapon. Since it functions very similarly to your normal shots, but has an added quirk or effect or whatever. But yeah, he's pretty freaking easy. Even without the Grab Buster. So you may have noticed those breakable blocks in this stage. I can't actually do anything with those right now. That's going to be something I'm going to have to come back to and revisit the stage in its entirety. Which, you know, I'm not a fan of, but I'll make it work. I'll make it work. So this is one of the best weapons in the franchise, the Break Dash. It basically gives you free invincibility frames and does a lot of damage. Tet, ret, rear, ear, ter. How many chips do I have? 70? Alright, cool. Well on track to getting the next upgrade. Scientists are probing into Uranus deeper than ever before. So, this fucking stage. I don't like this one. This stage greatly outstays its welcome. It's like Stone Man's level from 5 on crack. That's how I would describe it. And I don't know what seals have to do with an underground mine, but I'm not going to question it. Also, the seals are apparently called Ow Ow, which is fucking adorable because that's just the noise seals make. Do I even need what's behind here? Okay, now I need what's behind here. So here's what Break Dash does. What's nice about this is you can still fire your normal Buster shots. Invincibility frames. Yeah, Break Dash is very, very good. Okay, so these things. If you've watched Flash, you've obviously seen Roa Mithril's perfect runs before, right? Because if you haven't, this thing is a fucking pain in the ass in perfect runs. Like, they take forever to kill, they're tricky. I think this stage in his run was, like, rated the hardest one just purely because of those. Ooh, so here's the one use of saltwater, killing these things. Literally the only time that weapon is useful apart from fighting Mars. Yeah, his Mega Man Battle Network videos are very good, and it's a shame that he's taking a hiatus from 5, but... You know, I understand his reasons. Life is fucking shit sometimes, so... Can't exactly blame the guy, can I? Alright. Where is my rush coil? There it is. Boing. Well, time to not care about these spikes. Free shit. Alright, I think there's another one of those bird things here. No, it's just a rocket guy. Ah! Oh! That's not nice, game. You're really putting me all the way back at the start? Alright, well, I'll play that game. I'll do it. I'm kind of blowing through this game anyway, so the video should probably have a little bit more runtime than it will, you know? Or the stream, I guess. But whatever. Moving on. Alright, where's Pluto? There it is. Nope. The menu in this game can be a little funky at times. Right, so you are, I think, weak to the photon missile. I am weak to having a rock dropped on my head. You know, as many things are. Usually having a rock dropped on your head isn't necessarily good for your health. Yeah, only 3 hits, okay. Mega Man Network Transmission is just kind of weird. I don't know how else to describe it. I do want to check it out on stream maybe at some point. I have played a little bit of it. I never beat the first boss in it, we'll put it that way. But it could be a fun game just to check out sometime, so. I have it on original hardware too, so that'll be... Yeah, I'll definitely have to play it then. It'll be fun. Okay. So, because this stage is fucking stupid, I'm calling a checkpoint right here, so I don't have to redo it again. It's easier to beat the first boss if you get chips from the shop. Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. The first boss is Fireman, right? Alright, let's not die in the stupidest possible way this time. Alright, I didn't die in the stupidest possible way this time. I feel accomplished. No seals. This looks like another job for saltwater, surprisingly. Let's continue to waste saltwater. Because when the hell else am I going to use it? Right, Need my rush coil. There we go, and my break dash. So yeah, here's the first secret crystal. Use those to get an upgrade from the shop later on. See, there's the charge shot working the way it's supposed to with the upgrade. I don't know how it gets triggered to work the way it's supposed to, but... Oh, another use for Venus's weapon. That was almost cool. That was just stupid. Oop, free shit. So you gotta be a little careful here, but... Case in point, at least I didn't lose anything other than a little bit of my time for dying there. Oh, I want Venus's weapon again. Alright, that was a really stupid death that could have been easily avoided if I was paying slightly more attention, but that's just the way things go sometimes in Albuquerque. Alright, Saltwater, do your job. Thank you. Definitely want Break Dash for something coming up here. Now, I have never figured out how to get this E-Tank. Because you can't really get Rush Coil in here, there's just not enough room. Unless I can go up through there. Well, I would've, but the game said no. Okay. Not that I really need that E-Tank anyway, I've got the cap on them already, so... I'm just gonna use the Buster for this one. Alright, nice. Easy T common. So don't do what I did on my practice run and go down that pit. It's not progress. This is progress. Yeah, this does look very nice for a Game Boy game. I wanted to wait to stream this because there's a fan-made remake called Mega Man World DX that's coming out. Apparently before too much longer, but... I kind of wanted to show this game off in its original state, because I think it's very good as is, so... Alright, time for Uranus. Not yours. This anus. I mean... Time for an easy boss fight, in other words. The only thing this guy can even do that's even remotely a threat is crush you in the ceiling. But otherwise, if you just kind of stay in the middle of the room, there's not very much you can do to you. Yeah, it's basically Gutsman, but with bull horns. What if Gutsman was a furry? And that's how they came up with this boss. Taurus Fire, that's a Star Force thing, isn't it? That sounds like Star Force. Well, here's another useless weapon, the Deep Digger. You get Deep Digger from probing Uranus. But no, seriously, this thing fucking sucks. The only reason it really exists is to do some light puzzle solving. But it's already better than Super Arm, Topspin, or Spark Shock, purely on the basis that you can still use your Buster while the weapon is equipped. And it's the same reason why Break Dash is so good. because you can still use the Buster and you don't necessarily have to dash. It just changes your charge shot. So collecting all the crystals is very important. But unfortunately, that means I get to do Pluto's stage again. Hooray! But as I said before, this stage is a good source of P-chips, so... Anything that reduces weapon energy costs is great, in my opinion. Because I'm somebody that really likes to play around with the special weapons, instead of just spamming the Buster the whole game, so... Man, just wait till I get to 7. That's got some fun special weapons in it. Like, honestly, some of my favorites are in that one. Including my favorite shield weapon, but we'll get to that when we get to 7. I was gonna stream 7 today, but I decided to do this instead. Because this game needs more love. And I can never time the charge shot when he's going down. When he's going up, it's fine, but not when he's going down. Well, apparently I can't time that either, so... That was dumb. Okay. Alright, so these blocks are where you use the Deep Digger. Just kinda... get on top of it and throw it away. It's literally just the super arm, but slightly better. Which isn't exactly setting a very high bar there because, you know, it's fucking super arm, but... And there's the next gem. And it's my hypothesis that you weren't supposed to be able to grab these with the Mega Hand, but you still can. Am I going to abuse this? You bet your ass I am. Extra life, nice. I should get some weapon energy on, I guess, Saltwater. That's the thing about the later halves of these stages, or this game rather, is that your weapon energy doesn't refill between stages in the second half. And there's a story reason for that. It's because you're in outer space and not necessarily going back to the lab every 5 seconds, even though you clearly can, just by pressing select on the stage select screen, or whatever key you have mapped to it. Yes, I am playing this on a keyboard, which is actually my preferred way to play these games, believe it or not. I've always just found myself better on a keyboard. Gonna need Venus's weapon, but that's got plenty of charge. I guess I'll refill Grab Buster, because that's very good. Very good weapon. Yeah, I don't mind using a controller either. It's just with Mega Man games specifically, I prefer to play on a keyboard. Because that's how I first kind of got into these games, was through emulation, so... Which, that begs the question, why didn't I just get the Legacy Collection on Steam? And play through on that? Well, because I needed to get a capture box for Mystery Dungeon, so... You catch my drift? So you could use Deep Digger for this, but you can also just do that. I prefer a controller for, like, action games. You know, stuff like Zelda, Dark Souls, things like that. But not for something like this. For a platformer, I prefer a keyboard. At least 2D platformers. 3D platformers, yeah, definitely controller, so... So, I want to play some of the old Mario games at some point. And I'll 100% be doing the NES and... Oh god, here we go. Excuse me. Holy shit, I just started. No, you're not guaranteed to have the Mega Grabber thing at this point. Because it's an optional upgrade. But if you just collect P-chips and go out of your way to do it, you should more or less have it. Yeah, like I said before I fucking died, I want to play some of the old Mario games on stream sometimes, like the 2D ones, and apart from the new Super Mario Bros. Games, that will definitely be done on keyboard, just because that's what I prefer. Whee! Alright, and going through there, now I have enough stuff for the next major upgrade. And this is a very important one in this game, the Energy Balancer. And I've still got enough for a couple weapon tanks, which are handy. Alright, next stage is Jupiter. YI is probably the better game. What's YI? Yeah. If I hadn't been stupid and missed that, it would have been fine. But no, I was stupid and missed that. Oh, Yoshi's Island, okay. I actually don't care for Yoshi's Island. I never really have. And yeah, as you can see, this is an anti-gravity stage. Or a zero-gravity stage, I mean. The fuck is anti-gravity? Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. And you know what? That's fine. I'm playing like shit in this level, so I deserve it. Ooh, these guys. Best way to deal with them? Bubble Bomb. Kills them in one hit. Slowdown already makes you zero gravity? Yeah, pretty much. That's why I wanted to wait for the remaster of this game to come out, because it's going to remove all the slowdown according to the romhacking.net thread that I read about it. Which I would be more than down for, because I think that's one of this game's major failings is all the slowdown. But again, I can't really fault them for it, because it's a Game Boy port of an NES game, and they did their best with what they were given, and they did a goddamn good job, so... Scrotal Man. Yeah, it's a ROM hack that basically makes the game have, like, full color and no slowdown and all this other cool stuff, so... We'll probably revisit the game when this comes out, because I wouldn't mind playing this one again. Okay, that was just dumb. I mean, it's a ROM hack that's a remake. Or remaster, I mean. Think like Link's Awakening Director's Cut, and it's along the same lines as that. Alright, here's the checkpoint. Haven't actually dropped a save state in a hot minute here, so... I don't really want to do Uranus' stage again, so... I think it's also adding some quality of life stuff. I'm not entirely sure. I just know it's supposed to be out relatively soon, so... Okay, yeah, let's be funny like that. Okay. And now it's an ice level. Die. Alright. Now it's a zero gravity ice level. I am shocked that that didn't kill me. Get it? Shocked because it's also an electric level? The best fudge comes from Uranus. So go up here. Pay close attention. See how the screen changed? I think it changes again if I go back. But no, yeah, that screen changes. Because this is how you get the secret crystal. Don't tell anybody. Alright, how many E-tanks do I have? 4? Alright, no reason to waste this one then. I will waste the one up though. Like, that's perfectly within reason. I really should go get that weapon energy because I'm running low on shit. No, I'm not running low on shit. Yeah, those spikes have got me more times than I care to admit. So have those ones. Oh, well, at least this section is easy. Alright. You like Mega Man hitting the keyboard? That was the stupidest image of Mega Man that I had on my computer, so I had to use it somewhere. Since I thought the screen would just look boring otherwise. Yeah, that's from the Ruby Spears cartoon. I don't exactly know the context behind that particular shot of Mega Man there, but it's from the cartoon. Alright, let's jump all the way to the left this time and not fall in the spikes like a dumbass. Time for cheese. I did not realize that guy could damage boost you. Cool. Not that it really matters. So if I were to have taken the right path back at the fork in the way there, this is where it would have dropped me. Right outside the boss, pretty much, and oh boy, is this an easy one with his weakness. I'm probably gonna get hit in some stupid way. Dun-na! And Jupiter's dead. And it's time for another not-so-great weapon. They can't all be winners, and this one isn't what I would call a winner, although it absolutely shreds the boss that's weak to it. So I always picture this electric shock weapon as being, like, too like, clown streamers that are coming out of Mega Man's hands. Yeah, next stage. And time for Saturn. So apparently in the Gigamix comics, I don't know much about them, but this guy, like, fucking disintegrates Ringman, and it's somewhat disturbing. Important to go this way at the start. Because there's free shit here. And you want free shit. Nice. Come on now. Nice. Yeah, nice. So this is probably my favorite of the Robot Master stages in this game. 1, the music is really good. 2, the enemies interact with the background obstacles and shit. I love that. Like, that is my favorite thing that these games do sometimes. And I said that about 6 before. I'm going to continue to say it about this one, that excellently done. Easy money. And this is also probably the best stage to go to if you need to grind P-chips in the second half of the game. I know I said that about Pluto, but this one has a whole bunch early on and an easy way you can game over if you want to just farm endlessly. So. Gah. Those time-slowing guys are fucking annoying. I do not care for them. Thankfully, their shots are easy to avoid. No reason to use the Deep Digger, because you have the Mega Hand. Yeah, that's a pretty tight jump. I don't expect to make that my first try, but I'm already at a checkpoint, so I can't really be mad. This guy here, just take the hit, honestly. He's not worth trying to kill. Ooh! Here's another bunch of really tight jumps around spikes coming up in this stage that are just mildly nerve-wracking. No, you fucking don't. That was stupid. And he killed himself out of the sheer level of stupidity I demonstrated. Oh, Eddie Murphy, Funny Slap Man, is back. How did he get to space? I have no idea. And I probably never will. And that's fine. All I know is he's dead now. He doesn't come back after this point, I don't think. I mean, Eddie, the character, comes back, just not in this game. Alright, let's actually kill that guy so I don't have to do a bunch of stupid jumping around him. Okay, there we go. So these P-chips you actually need the Mega Hand for, which is neat. Because you can see the space is ever so slightly too small to slide in there, so... Oh, the weird spring guys that only show up like twice. These guys, the guy that's like on the ceiling above me, you think that enemy would have come back for Springman stage in 7, but he doesn't. This is the only game he appears in. Here's the aforementioned really tight jumps. Ugh. I don't like them. Man, I just barely dodged that. Oh yeah, that hammer dude was so useful. Jupiter, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. Don't let him do that. And now he's dead. Those spring guys remind you of a spring guy in one of the Mega Man NES games. Well, there's an enemy that's really similar to them in the NES version of 5. They're in a Gravity Man stage, if I recall. The most useless screen-clearing weapon in the series. Like, even the boss that it's weak to, which is Mercury, is not good to use against it. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. It's not good to use it against the boss that it's weak to. Alright, Light Lab. Let's see what Dr. Light has in store for me. Well, I've got 144 power chips. And I can get the special thing now. Yes, I want this item. That's a very good item. When does Tango show up? I'll show him off in the next, I'll show him off pretty soon here. And I want some weapon tanks. May as well top off on these. Since we're in endgame territory now here, so. I have everything else I want. May as well get an extra life. Max everything out. So the only thing I don't have is the S-Can, which basically refills everything. And then this son of a bitch, which is basically useless. It's basically an S-Can, but one that you buy at the store and you can't take into stages. Alright, time for Terra. I'm dropping a save here because this boss fight's kind of booty cheeks. Based on the floor, I wonder which weapon he's weak to. Okay. Whoops. This is the point where a British person would call me a numpty. Because that's what I am, a numpty. Yeah, you fucking numpty. What, mate? I slide? I can slide, but it doesn't do anything. That would have helped in that situation. Alright, hit me. And Terra is just kind of dead. Like, he doesn't get a speech, he just kind of explodes. Which, I think he should have said something before eating shit there, but... You actually get a weapon for beating him, too, which is really neat. This weapon would be cool if it was faster. It's called the Spark Shock, I think? Spark Chaser, that's what it is, not fucking Spark Shock. Spark Shock is the worst weapon in the series. This thing's really cool. Sadly, the targeting on it kind of gets screwed up sometimes, but... I should have defeated all the star droids. Get down. What? What's that star? Donsk, what's that staunch? It's moving! No. Wyle. Gee, I wonder. Remember the Death Star? Yeah, you just barely avoided getting completely fucking annihilated there, Mega Man. Why eat wet noodles? This stage fucking sucks. I don't care for it. It's Rush Marine, but converted for spaces, I'm gonna call it, has very weird and floaty movement compared to even the rest of the game. And yeah, just the sudden genre change I don't especially care for. I like to think that last asteroid in the line there was like, oh shit, guys, wait for me. I'm coming, wait. Not in that way, you pervs. Also, these guys are fucking dicks. I don't care for them at all. They take way too many hits to kill, and because the controls are so fucky here with Rush Space Adapter, I guess you could be called, it makes them very annoying to dodge if you can't clear them out quickly. Come on now. And the fact that you can't turn around is another problem that I have with this area. If you could turn Rush around, it would be a lot easier. What the fuck? I had no idea you could dash like that. Alright, where's the first laser coming from? Down, then up, then middle. Oh, then down, I guess. Never mind. Want to see me do this section? Want to see me do it again? Yeah, basically, huge fuck-off Quickman lasers. Oh, wait for me, guys. Ah. Okay, the fact that you can zip around and get around quicker like that automatically makes this section not as stupid to me. Because of the increased mobility that I didn't know about until this stream. That shows you how little of this game I've played compared to the other ones. Yeah, dash right into him. Yeah, good. Alright, I'm calling a checkpoint here because I hate this section. Alright, this is the one that comes in the middle, then it comes nowhere because this is the boss fight now? I thought there was another one after that. I'm not going to complain about being proven wrong there, though, because I don't like this part. So you can only hit him after he fires his laser. Which I find to be mildly irritating. Man, this dash is exactly the kind of spammy shit that I love. Like, being quite honest. Really makes me think better of this section. Come on, shoot your laser. Really now, one more hit. 1 HP. Alright. Wily Star is defeated. Vor. And time for an admittedly really cool final level. I love this stage. The foreboding music, the sterile-looking environment of the inside of the space station. I think it's cool. Like, that's honestly what this game kind of gives me is, you know, the rule of cool. Like, some of the shit is just so awesome. Alright. Dig into Uranus. Did you see it? Those cannon dudes have met eyes now on them. And this is a section where Break Dash is really good. And this is a section where the Mega Hand is really good. You just kind of get 2 free 1-ups here. This final stage is extremely generous with extra lives and E-Tanks. Like, way more than any of the other games. Ah, I forgot about him. Nice. So, we are going to call this a checkpoint because there's a boss fight coming up. Admittedly not a hard one, but still a boss fight. So this is Anchor from Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge on the Game Boy. He only shows up in this game, that game, and Mega Man 10. And his whole thing is that you have to shoot the little rod he holds up to actually deal damage to him. But he's a pretty easy fight. He should go down no problem. Alright, so here you want to use Rush Jet. Just, you know, clack him into the wall. And Scrotal Man is here. And hang to the left of this area, because there's a secret shing. A secret shing. There's a secret shit here. Which is a 1-up that I don't need. So we're just gonna ignore it. Save it in case I die in some really stupid way. Which is entirely possible. Like getting your weapon energy refilled? That was good. So here's another really easy boss fight. I don't even know what he's weak to, and frankly, I don't really care, because Quint is a fucking chump. So Quint is from Mega Man 2 on Game Boy. And he's basically from a future where Mega Man turns evil. And rides around on a pogo stick for some reason. Or as Coach Z would say, a Pogliacci stick. I like Pogliacci stick. Nice. Alright, I don't think there's anything in this drop. But I'm gonna drop a save just in case, because I don't remember. There was not. Alright, this section. You want the bubble bomb for this. That is if you can actually hit with the goddamn thing. Come on. Okay. Nope. Yeah, falling in the spikes here is, as you might guess, instant death. But there's no way to get out of them, so it arguably makes it worse. But that's fine. If you do stupid shit like I did, there shouldn't be a way to get out of them. So I guess I can show off Saturn's weapon then. Since this part is kind of dumb and I don't like it. Wow, that was very stupid. I didn't know it was falling. Okay. Let's get back to the black hole here. So eat shit. Alright, so there's two routes you can go here, Deep Digger or Pluto. On my practice run, I did the Deep Digger route, so I'm going to go this route instead. Oh, it's either anti-gravity or underwater, I can't tell, but there's good shit on this route. What's down here? Never actually have been this way. Unless this is just where the other route meets up, that could very well be. Yeah, this is definitely just where the other route meets up. I remember this now. Ah, that was dumb. So this section, best just pass words. Best just to run past everything here. Little bee-fly dudes are relatively harmless, so... So this is Punk. He has shown up in Mega Man 3 for Game Boy, this, and nowhere else. Or, I mean, Mega Man 10 as well. Again, don't know what he's weak to, don't really care, because he's a pretty easy boss fight. I say as I completely fucking die. Man, I have to use a fucking E-Tank here. Wow, okay. I'm sorry I called you an easy boss fight. Okay, he's dead now. The nightmare is over. Alright, Rush Jet for this section. Yeah. No spikes. Oh! Wow! Okay. I thought this was a different part of the level. My bad. Oh, bullshit, I hit that. Alright, last of the Mega Man killer robots. This is Ballad from Mega Man 4 for Game Boy, this, and Mega Man 10. Again, he's not terribly difficult. It is a little bit tricky to jump over him sometimes, though, I will admit, but he goes down no problem. And this is the room I was thinking of. Yeah, recycled level geometry. Yeah, the only other time this enemy shows up. What's that thing even called? Like, it probably has some weirdly translated name, but... do I care to find out? Not really. That is not worth it. Schwenkler, is that actually what he's called? Because if that's actually what that thing's called, that's a fucking fantastic name. No, that's what that is from now on, the Schwenkler. Oh boy, boss rush time. Let's go in order. Oh fuck, I can smell my spaghetti sauce cooking, and it smells incredibly fucking good. You have to name a Pokemon that now? I have to name a Pokemon that now too, because that's an excellent fucking name. Thank you for introducing us to the Schwenkler. If it's anything like the Kloitzterizer, I'm sure it's fantastic. Are you going for a Pokédex run in Scarlet? Because I'm playing through Violet right now just to get the exclusives. Yeah, slide right into the giant fuck-off beam of electricity. Yeah, miss with the easiest weakness to hit in the game, yeah. Yeah, sucking. You should. Scarlet and Violet are, in my opinion, one of the easiest regional dexes to complete. Because of the exploit you can do where you, like, link up to somebody that's playing Scarlet and they spawn their exclusives and then the Violet player catches them. If that makes any sense. That's how I got, all the Paradox stuff on my file. And right, I told you I'd show off Tango. I guess Tango doesn't want to come here. Yeah, it's really weird, and I'm surprised they left that in the game, honestly. So here's Mars, he's weak to salt water. Like, very weak to salt water. The only real problem with actually using his weakness is that, like, you can't deal with his bullets very well. This is Saturn? Yep. There really aren't. There's very few that are not Paradox Pokemon, which for me is nice because I've really never cared for the concept of the version exclusives, but that's just a me thing. No. Lame. I swear the electric shock would be so much better if you could, like, move while you were using it. It would be like Rob's Final Smash and Brawl, which is still one of my favorites. Alright, so Neptune here is weak to the weapon you get from Terra for some reason. I don't know why. This game doesn't really have a conventional weakness cycle. You know, in a very similar vein to 3, I guess, but this game actually does it well, so I can't be mad. Can't be mad at all. Alright, what's... Huh? Pluto, okay. Yeah, missing badly. Cool. Yeah, this game doesn't have the most weapons out of one game. That goes to 10, but at least if you're playing as Mega Man, but it's pretty damn close. It's also markedly easier than some of the other games, so that helps. Yeah, stealing a full-ass weapon tank. God, I hate that shit. Yeah, 10 is the one I've probably played the most out of all of the Mega Man games. It also happens to be the first one that I actually finished, albeit on easy mode, but I still finished it. This is when I was like a stupid 14-year-old that didn't know how to play when I played it on easy mode, but... But it's like I keep saying, play games in whatever way brings you the most joy, and don't give a shit about what other people say about it, because ultimately it's just a video game. It doesn't fucking matter. Alright, so I want my break dash. Because Uranus is weak to getting dashed. Usually from behind. I hate it when someone dashes my anus. The constant shaking of the screen does kind of make it tricky to use his weakness on him, but it works. And now he's dead. So for this part, you can just kind of switch to the Mega Buster. Free E-Tank, whole shit ton of free weapon energy. Free life energy. Another free E-Tank. And down this very long pit is another visit from Scrotal Man, who, did not fully refill my weapons this time. Normally, he gives you, like, an S orb, which refills everything, so... Yeah, time for the final boss. I wonder who it could be. Master Hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodge, dodge. Shoot. There's a good way to fight this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodge, dodge. I find this to be pretty consistent, just counting to 5 and then dodge, dodge. Dodge, dodge. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Yeah, basically. That's not for another 2 games, though. Or 3, depending on what order I do things in. Crazy Hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodge, dodge. Jump and shoot. Yeah, if he grabs you, just mash. But it basically guarantees him a free hit, so that's kind of lame. Dodge, dodge. One, two, 4, 5, dodge, dodge. Holy shit, I don't know how I dodged that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dodge, dodge. Really, the key to this is not getting hit by that missile. Because usually if you manage to avoid that, you're fine. And that's Master Hand Crazy Hand. Do I get to fight Master Fortress now? After I have a drink of my soda? I do get to fight Master Fortress. So this boss fight is funky. You can't actually deal direct damage to him. You have to blow him the fuck up with bombs that he spits out. And I've never figured out the timing on how to avoid those bombs. Damn it. Three, 2, 1, kablooey. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kablooey. So it should be noted that the spikes on the ceiling, thankfully, are not instant death. They just do a sizable amount of damage. Sizable rear shelf. Or whatever that was. Finally, Mega Man just gets to punch the fucking shit out of Dr. Wily. Alright, one more hit. Wily is dead. Don't even get any eyebrows in this game. That's lame. Behold, Mega Man, I have awakened. Oh, good to know. The ancient weapon Sunstar. Its Nova weapon will destroy... you! Sunstar is so fucking cool. This is honestly one of my favorite Mega Man final boss fights. Partly because it's not Dr. Wily, but like... this dude's just fucking awesome. Yeah, he immediately fucking annihilates Wily. And you can tell Wily's fucking hurting there. Like, he's blood red. It's cool. You are Mega Man. I am Sunstar. The Doomsday weapon. Alright, Iron Moth. You must destroy all inferior life forms. Apparently. Prepare for awesome music. And immediate E-Tank usage. I'm gonna try to Buster Golem. Because this fight is really fucking cool and I don't want to undersell it. Forgot he does that, though. Why are my controls locked up? Because I clicked out of the window, that's why. can be pretty tricky to dodge its shit. Because he throws a lot of shit at you really quickly. And yeah, you gotta watch out for that floor, because it does... Or the fire, I mean. It does actually damage you if it hits you. So for this attack, just kind of stay at the back of the room and you should be okay. And this is the hard part of the fight. Where he freaks out and goes all Sonic the Hedgehog on your ass. But I went Mega Man on his ass, and I won. Buster only, first try. Except for when my controls locked up. Are you okay? Here, grab my cock. I'm sure you can be fixed at Dr. Light's lab. It's Mega Man, why? Why are you helping me? Because we are both robots. Yes, and we're both created to fight. No, you're wrong. I only fight when I am forced to protect the world from those who would pit machines against man. I believe humans and robots can live in peace. Alright, X. Maybe. But I will never know. My fusion reactor is going critical. And when it does, it will destroy this entire fortress. Alright. And that... was Mega Man 5 for Game Boy. There is actually not a credits sequence in this, so I don't know who is behind this game, but whoever you are, on some fucking minuscule chance that you're watching this, great fucking job. This is a very underrated Mega Man game, and it has some really cool stuff in it, some really cool weapons, really cool bosses, really cool levels. Like... I want somebody to, like, fully remake this game in Mega Man Maker. Like, it would be awesome. It would be so good. If that's not a project that's already underway. I'm sure somebody's attempted it at some point, but... Especially hats off to the music. It's fantastic. I do have a couple hiccups with the game, like having to revisit Pluto's stage for basically no reason, to get the crystal, or, what's his name's stage, Uranus's stage, to get the crystal there. You can do them in either order. As long as you have the Deep Digger or the Break Dash, you're fine, but... yeah, this is just a really, really cool little... unsung part of the Mega Man series that I wanted to share with you folks. And I'm very glad to have had you guys here. Will I be doing Mega Man Maker levels? Probably not. I don't really mess around with fan-made stuff too much. There are a couple fan games that I want to check out. Like Mega Man Unlimited, Mega Man Rock and Roll, a few others, but... yeah, that's going to be it for now. This is the last, you know, truly 8-bit NES game, or Mega Man game, rather. Obviously, we still got 9 and 10, but those wouldn't play on actual NES hardware, I don't think. Maybe 9 would, but... Wily, you've got some fucking guts doing that. What about the Extreme games? Yeah, I guess, but that's the X series, and I probably won't be covering that because I just don't like it as much as the classic games. So. Yeah, this war ends now because your fucking capsule has been blasted to shit by Sunstar and survived an explosion somehow. And he's very sorry, as usual. I'm just enjoying the orange Fanta background here. And thank you guys for watching. So the next Mega Man stream will be Mega Man 7. And it'll actually be on the day after the 35th anniversary of the franchise, so that'll be something to look forward to. I'll see you all you guys for that. Thanks for watching.